Hey everybody, we are Cindy and Jen Sprintison, and we are so excited to be with you tonight. I am telling you, what we have our hands on with this little patch is absolutely, completely, totally amazing. And we cannot say enough great things about it. So we are delighted to be able to walk you through some slides tonight. Some of you are brand new. You haven't heard anything about this patch, maybe. Maybe you've never been patched. And some of you have been wearing the patch for a while. So we know that we have some team that are just kicking back up. I'm excited at the end. We have a testimony you're going to love. And I just want you to know, in my 50 years as a healthcare professional, this is the greatest thing I've ever had my hands on. So you just need to know that. And if you don't get it now, hopefully you will by the time we end this Zoom. And to say thank you to the person who invited you, because this is amazing. So let's get started, and we're just going to walk you through some slides and help you to understand how can you get your testimony, how can you get your patches. So the founder of this amazing company.
All right, David Smith. He's the founder. He's the genius behind this whole thing. He has over 200 patents. He's a scientist, inventor, and in 2006 he focuses his attention on stem cell research and $4.5 million. And 10 years later, he came out with this incredible X39.
And are we glad that he did? Oh, my word. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's talk about the patent. This is what sets our technology, our product aside from anything anybody else has. So if you don't hear anything I say tonight, hear this. What we have, no one else has. This is a patented technology. And does everybody need it? Yes. If you're breathing, you need this patch. So I love this patent because what it's saying is that this patch can be worn anywhere on your body. Okay? Anywhere. Doesn't matter where we place it. Okay? I have one here, but tonight I have an extra one right here because they told me you're going to have a little swelling and a little black eye. We're sorry. Yeah, me too. So I'm like, slap that patch on and let it go to work because I know it's going to do the trick quickly. It's going to stimulate my body to repair itself. So
Maybe ask you.
the um the patch can be worn anywhere on the body, and what's going to happen is it's going to use phototherapy, a patent called phototherapy, meaning it's using the light of our bodies. And there's going to be things happen like it's going to support the peptides in our body. It's going to support healthy, active stem cells. You're going to see things like energy, going to support the inflammation to be in normal levels. It's going to support your own collagen. So I could go on and on, but we want to just kind of break it down and keep it simple tonight. So it's just like little bites for you.
All right, why would you want to use the X39? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but the biggest reason I see, because at 30, half your stem cells are active, and at 60, only around 10%. So, I always say that's why when you're 20, you feel bulletproof. When you get 30 and 40, you feel some aches and pains. It's because the stem cells aren't keeping up with fix and repair. And just
Yeah.
imagine if you had a technology that turns all that around.
And what's so amazing about this, I just got off the phone with a lady in Utah that a friend of hers told her about the patch and gave her my number because we sponsored the other gal. And as we're talking, she says, "You sound so young." And I said, "Oh, I am. I'm actually 9 in a 71-year-old's body." And she's like, "No way." Well, you know what? That is worth every single penny I have put in this patch, right?
Yep.
So 3.5 years we've been wearing it. And how does it work? It couldn't be more simple. If I was going to break it down, I could do it this simply. You know what? I peel the back of this patch every single day. I put it anywhere I want on my body. Today I doubled up this afternoon. I told you that. And as I place it on my body, it's going to use the heat of my body, which was set in the patent. It's going to use the heat of my body to begin to stimulate my body to awaken its own, the mechanisms within my body that were working in a grand way when I was younger. So it is a proprietary form of phototherapy, meaning it's just using the light off of your body. It has a patented nanocrystal technology. What's in here is a sealed patch called non-transdermal. It's non-invasive. And what is inside it? It's like it's talking to your body. It has, again, no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants, but it's going to talk to my body and reflect my own body's light and warmth back into my tissue. So that's what happens to activate what's in here and what's going to happen in our bodies, which is incredible.
Mhm. All right, benefits of X39. Well, there are many, and I mean, you can see the list over there: increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality, mental clarity, restored muscle skeletal conditions, improved sleep, improved skin appearance, and
Mhm.
it goes on and on and on. But these, Cindy and I have experienced all this and more.
Yeah, and so many people are saying when we meet them and tell them about this patch, I've been praying for something to help me sleep better. Bingo, that was my first testimony.
All right. 4,000, long-term results, 4,000 genes begin to reset. I always say this is about a quarter of your genes. You have genes as you age that turn on that you wish would stay off, and genes that turn off that you wish would stay on. So that right there is a biggie. Your brain becomes balanced. Collagen and let me just say that this is, you don't have to buy collagen anymore. This is the best collagen on the planet, yours. There
Yours
is no better.
is coming alive again.
And your heart reverses an age. So according to David Smith, he says it's not anti-aging, it's actually age reversing.
You know what? So my background is I used to do open heart surgery and cardiac rehab. Having a healthy heart is something we all desire, but many times we don't know what could we do to stimulate our heart health. Well, guess what? This little teeny sticker, little teeny patch.
All right. How do you wear the X39? Well, this is the simplest thing you ever do. You don't have to swallow any pills or swallow some potion that tastes bad or whatever. You just stick it on your body for 12
And
hours.
go on about life.
For 12 hours. And after 12 hours, take it off. The case studies, they do it at the base of the neck or under the belly button, but really you can wear it anywhere. I always just say if it hurts, stick it there.
That's right. So, a few more of the testimonies that we have experienced on X39 are things like improved energy, which you saw, that's one of the benefits. The dentist pointed out to Jens that he noticed there was improvement with his dental health, his gums, and that was huge because he'd been battling that for years. So we were seeing that our body was beginning to, you know, go after what it was our bodies needed with just a little stimulation of our own light. And there was no other change that he was doing. There were things like I had an injury years before, and I was dealing with a lot of different difficulties, and I was able to move more freely, have less pain, not deal with some of the symptoms that I had been having. So it's been for us an answer to prayer in so many ways, just like so many that are on here. But we want you to hear who is LifeWave? Like, who are they? You heard about David Schmidt. Where have they come from and where are they going?
All right. Lifeway's actually a 21-year-old company. We're in 75 plus countries around the world. And, LifeWave is not a startup. It's been around, so I can say 21 years. So it's not, didn't start up last week or anything like that.
That's a big deal.
They have a track record. And they were doing about $20 million in business for a lot of years. And then you can see the numbers there. Our teamwork got involved in 2022, and the numbers have just shot up ever since. And, we're pushing for $1 billion by the end of the year, which, is amazing to me. Like you say, people say, does this work? You can't sell $1 billion worth of anything if it doesn't work.
That's right. And This Is It Team is the name of our team. So as we are partnering with David Schmidt, he's saying, you know what my heart is? My heart is to help and bless as many people as we can to become debt free and to get physical health the stimulation again of our bodies doing what they know how to do, what God created them to do. And
LifeWave is number one in momentum. They're number one in growth. I
yep,
mean, of all direct selling companies out there, we are the number one.
doesn't get much better than that.
No,
Again, when we said what we have, everybody needs and no one knows about, now this is something you want to grab hold of because this just a month ago, there were thousands of nominations from over 15 countries in the world for the Biotech 2025 Breakthrough Award, and LifeWave, our company, David Schmidt, and this patch received the award out of all of those people. And the award was for LifeWay Product Wins Stem Cell Innovation of the Year in 2025. Now, that might not seem like something to some of you that are brand new hearing about the patch tonight, but I want you to know this is massive. This is massive. This is not a drug. This patch does not treat, heal, or cure us. This patch is using our own light to stimulate our bodies to just awaken and do what they were created to do. And when I've got this award in my hand and I'm wearing this patch, I know that I know that I know there is no slowing me down because this is the first time in my 50-year career that I had something all natural that is patented to share with anybody who is breathing, and it can make a difference in their lives. So, you know what? We don't know what's important to you. And there are so many things that we're all praying for right now, more than ever. But I want to ask you, would an extra $500 a month make a difference for you? I know it did for us, and I know it did for everybody on here. And what this means is that if you understand what David Schmidt is offering you, that you can not only wear this patch to get your own story of what your body can do physically and emotionally and mentally, but you could also receive a blessing of a financial return because we are the company's advertisement. So for Jens and I, we've owned conventional businesses before. I'm telling you, these things were painful. We still have some. High startup cost, high risk, long hours. The employees went home, we were still there cleaning up the messes. Always trial and error. And we were limited on what we could earn because it had to do with how much could we do? How much could we produce? With LifeWave, holy smokes. This is,
Holy smokes.
this is huge.
all right. The startup costs are almost nothing.
Yes.
I mean, in comparison, the most you can get in this business for $300, and most you can spend is $1,750. So there's really no risk. I mean, you're taking it for your health anyway. So, here you make your own schedule. Do what you want. When you want. It's got a proven system. We have a system to follow, and traditional businesses, we had to figure that out on our own.
That's right.
And earning potential is really unlimited because this thing just builds one on another, and I call it multiplication. Sometimes conventional business seem like addition.
I know the greatest difference for us, we are having a blast and we're having a lot of fun meeting new people and blessing new people and helping them to do exactly what we're doing because we all do the same thing.
And it's not location dependent either.
Nope.
You can be anywhere.
That's right. And you know what? You might be thinking right now, what is she talking about? I just thought I was getting on to learn about this little patch. Well, you know what? That's exactly what we thought the first time we heard about it. I didn't know that I could share it with other people that were looking for something, praying for something, and the company was going to send me money to say thank you. Costco never sends me money to say thank you for sending my neighbors. Neither does Walmart, neither does Publix. But LifeWave, they will send you money to say thank you. And so what they're doing right now, they have recently done an enhancement where they are offering us 9 ways to earn income. And this is called a binary. So this is the binary bonus page. So this is the commission. We have a left leg and a right leg. It's that simple. And getting started is as easy as placing two friends, two acquaintances, two people that you share with on one on the left leg and one on the right leg. You can see over to the left, this is showing you, there are different ranks that we can earn our way or achieve our way to and be able to earn an income that's represented. So 3-star manager is a very basic step. That's someone who has done exactly what you're seeing right here on this page, and then help their friends, one left and one right, to also begin to share. And you're at one of the 9 ways to earn income. You're at $1,500 a week. But what's the potential is? The potential is up to $25,000 weekly. I know I sound crazy. Trust me, we're not. We have done the footwork daily to be able to earn back.
All right. Well, the company pulls out all the stops, for the newest people. I mean, this is their way to reward new people coming in. Literally, um, they pay this for 9 weeks. So as soon as
Starting from the week you enroll.
As soon as you enroll somebody left or somebody right, they're going to, on the advanced package, they're going to pay you $25 a week for 9 weeks. And then you go out and enroll 2 more and you'll get $50 a week for 9 weeks.
Instead of 25.
So that's an extra $450. And you're also going to receive a product introduction bonus of a minimum of $300 if you do this. It could be more if they come in on higher packages. So, you've already, just with 4 people, you've got your product paid for, 2 or 3 months coming right out the door.
And what I love is that in the first few days, when we realized, oh my gosh, everybody needs this, we called 5 people in 4 days, and we had bought the biggest package, and we more than paid for our package. That's why they have these extra incentives so that you can actually be putting money in the bank, not just paying for your product, if you do the footwork in the first 48 hours in the first week. Here's another bonus.
Mentor matching bonus. I mean, this is another bonus. I mean, this is the people that generation 1 would be the people that you bring in personally, but the rest of generations, those other people bring in, and you get paid on all those, according to your rank. It's starts off at a little and ends up at a lot. You can literally make $20,000 off a person if you got
Each person.
a real go-getter out there or two.
So that's why when we're saying there's a great opportunity, not just the great technology, there's an incredible opportunity too, and this is it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point, the whole key to this system, like you say, you roll one left, one right, and do that a couple times, and then you go down to those people that you enrolled, you get them to do the same thing, and this thing just takes off, and it can go, wherever you want to take it to. If you're
Parents in county are now in jail after police say they had their 5 children locked.
And somebody might need to mute themselves, please. But that's called duplication. And we're all doing the same thing. I mean, it's like ridiculously simple the way we're doing this, because whatever we're doing, the next person's going to do also, but they might say it a little different, have a little different twang to the way that they are reading the slide or saying what we're saying. But I know the main thing right now is that you're saying, okay, I've heard some of these amazing testimonies for the technology and the product, or I've heard some crazy things about earning opportunities or what my friends are doing. How do I get my patches? So that's what's the most important thing tonight, is that you understand, how do you get your patches at wholesale? How do you then begin to get your product paid for? So we have 4 options. Now, every single package has sleeves. These envelopes that are blue are sleeves, and they have 30 patches in every single sleeve. That means that there are enough patches in one sleeve for one person for 1 month when you're wearing one patch at a time, which is plenty. If you have an acute situation, like I had a little swelling in a black eye today, getting that mole off, well, then I slammed another patch on, because I'm like, hey, I'm putting that on for a few hours and just letting it address what's going on in my body. because it's an acute situation. But normally you're wearing one patch. So there are 4 packages to choose from. Premium is the best priced package. It just is. It's what we came in on, and it's 20 sleeves at $1,750. That may not be your budget, so I'm going to tell you what else we have, but I want you to know, why would I ever want 20 sleeves? It's not because I'm going to give them away, because that's not duplicatable. It's not because I'm going to retail them. No, we don't want to be a store. We don't want to duplicate that. We want to give our friends and family the opportunity to get their patches at wholesale on their credit card and coming to their door, and then get their product paid for. So I'm going to have an extra amount of inventory that I will, first, I got the best price, and now I have some inventory that is, Janet comes in and I share with Janet and I sponsor her. And then I say, oh my goodness, okay, you're getting enrolled now. You live local to me, so I'm going to loan you one of my sleeves. Well, I don't want to give Janet my sleeves, so I need extra. So I loan Janet a sleeve, and she leaves my house right now, patched and with patches to carry her until her product arrives in the next 5 or 7 days. That is why premium is so incredible. On top of, I'm going to share with you in a minute about monthly subscription order. This package doesn't start monthly subscription order until 90 days. So let me just say, we're going to break down each package, but I want you to see this enrollment form, because the person who invited you tonight, they're going to get this form to you or send you a link to print it out. You're going to fill it out and you're going to get it back to them. So what I want you to see is each package here broken down so you can make the choice that fits your budget best, and that's the perfect package for you. If you were to come in on a more expensive and smaller package, you can always upgrade to the other packages, pay the difference, and get the difference in sleep. So I just went over the premium package, and everything has a 30-day money-back guarantee. The next package down, that is the next best package, is Advanced Plus. That's $975. You're getting 11 sleeves of X39. The next package is Advanced, 6 sleeves for $535. Everything has shipping and tax added to it. It's just the way it goes. It's the way it happens. Everybody's is going to be different depending on where you live. Your tax might be a little different. So the next package is the Core. Core is 3 sleeves for $295. So how do you determine which package you want? Well, if you're saying, you know what, all I want to do is just try the patch, that's the Core. But I want to try it and I want it a little better price. Well, commit to being on it 30, 60, 90, 120 days and pick which package fits your budget. I want to share this with my friends because it's a no-brainer. I want to be able to get my product paid for, and I absolutely want to be able to bless my friends with this information. Then you want to come in on no lower than the advanced package. So monthly subscription order, you control it. You control it in your back office. The premium package, I said, will start in 90 days. So that's another reason it's your best price package. So in 90 days, you'll have a monthly subscription coming of 2 sleeves, because it's going to come in 1 or 2 sleeves. One sleeve is going to allow you to earn up to $100 a month, but the 2 sleeve is going to allow you to earn, a week. The 2 sleeve is going to allow you to earn whatever you have worked towards and is yours. They'll send you all of the money that you've earned. So you're going to be on Core, Advanced, or Advanced Plus, choosing a 2 sleeve subscription order. And on those, it starts in 30 days, and then it's every 30 days thereafter, or premium after the 90 days it begins, and it's every 30 days after that. If you turn off your auto ship, you have the right to do that, but you will have difficulty sharing and earning back, because the thing that allows us to get paid is they see someone who's serious about sharing and earning as a 2 sleeve subscription every 30 days. And that's why they allow us to receive all of the money. But we know that the two of us are going to use 2 sleeves a month anyway. This is what's so amazing. Jens was describing it without describing it a few minutes ago. We have a team called This Is It Team. We are the number one team in the company after being with the company 3.5 years. I rounded it up. And so we created something called This Is It Info. That site has everything you could want to know about the technology. So if you're a person who says, I need a little more information, well, that was me. And I'm telling you, you don't need that information. Just get that patch on you as quick as you can because you can't get your story until you're wearing the patch. But if you're like that, then you can go there and get all the information you want. It's right at your fingerprints. It's what do I want to say? Your fingers.
Yeah.
And you can watch the first few videos and it explains everything that we've already said. When you start beginning to share with people, you're going to get income coming in. Don't worry, your back office is going to take care of that. We didn't even know we made money until the first 3 weeks later. But in the This Is It team, it has videos and things to show you. How does a comp plan work? But tonight, if you're brand new or you aren't enrolled yet, don't worry about what I'm telling you there because it doesn't matter. The first thing you want to do is get enrolled. The next thing you want to do is share with two people that you love and care about. The next thing you want to do is share with two more. Now you've shown them how to do that by doing it yourself and bringing them on board and now helping them to share with their friends. And you know what? Some of us have lost our hope for the future and we're not even dreaming anymore. So this might be what you've been praying for. You might be like me. It was the furthest thing in the world from what I was praying for. But I'm going to tell you, I am so excited that my husband kept saying, Babe, I think this is what we've been looking for. I think it's what we've been praying for because it was. It was. And so before we close, I want you to know it, the most important thing you can know right now is that you need to be getting your position, which you get for free when you order your patches, and you need to be getting your patches and begin wearing them because that's where you're going to see what we call life-changing things that begin to happen, right?
Yep,
And we're
absolutely.
having a blast, a total blast. So I am actually going to go through a couple more slides just to update team or new people that aren't familiar with what's going on because this company is so remarkable. They offer us the opportunity to earn a trip. They cover all of the expenses. So our trip that has been announced a few weeks ago right now is Honolulu. What's so mind-blowing about this? And first of all, in my 50 years as a healthcare professional, nobody gave me a free trip. And secondly, the thing is that this is a trip that you would normally give to people that have been in the company for years and they've really done a lot, you know. They're offering this trip to someone who is enrolling today. You still have the same opportunity as anybody else that's already in the company to earn this trip. And talk about that being fun. There's so many people on here tonight that we've already earned these free trips with. Lila and Joe, that's where we met them when they earned a free trip. Michelle and Keith, we met you when you earned a free trip, earned that trip. And another thing that you could mark in your calendar, Wednesday at noon for 30 minutes, we do what's called Power 30. This coming Wednesday, Jens and I will be leading. Anybody can join. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about the power of that award that we received from biotech. This is our company. We don't own it, we represent it. This is our award, and we're excited about it. And we want the world to know because they are searching for something. And we're going to be talking about some things from Saturday's training on compliance. So y'all get plugged into that. Our team does a convention once a year where we do it virtually and 500 people can come because that's all Eric Worre's studio holds is 500 people. And we still have, I think, a few in-person tickets that have a discount with them. And you can buy a virtual ticket This is for January 9th and 10th. Why is this so important?
Why is it so important? All the people that have went to the top have been to probably every one of these.
Yes.
We've been to every one of them. This is where you get to meet your team. This is where you build
rub shoulders with the
Yes, this is
leaders.
where the excitement comes
Yeah.
in, and I always say you'll see somebody up there, and you'll say, "Oh, that guy or girl can do it. I surely can do it."
Yes.
There's always somebody you think, "Wow," and
And it's wonderful.
it's wonderful. Yeah.
Because it shows you that it doesn't matter where you are in your walk of life. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, how many grandkids you have, how many jobs you have.
Or if you
This could fit in your nook and crannies and be what you've been
or
looking
if you
for.
didn't even graduate from high school, or you
That's
got
right.
or you got a whole pile of degrees, it doesn't make any
It
difference.
doesn't matter. And then we do a convention once a year that is everybody in person. We're doing that in Orlando. We've rented the biggest Marriott hotel
World.
in the world, World Marriott in Orlando for August 7th through 9th. And this you would go to This Is It convention to get any of these tickets, but you don't want to be left behind. What I failed to say a minute ago, and I'm going to just back the slides up a second. These two websites, they're free. Now, when I went to all of my degrees, I had to go to college. I had to pay a lot of money. I had to keep paying continuing ed. I still pay continuing ed. These are free to us, and they have every single thing that we need to be able to just step out and share with other people. And tonight, as we finish up, our team has a Zoom taking place every day. You can watch it live or you can watch it recorded. This will be playing at 8 p.m. on YouTube, and it's This Is It Team on the YouTube channel. And this is Devin and Sarah Robinson. They are an amazing young couple. You will love them. And you can actually jump on and see them go through the same slides and share a few things a little different than we did. But that's available to you right now at 8 or 10. And then you could actually go back and watch the recording tomorrow if you wanted to. So we just thank you so much for being with.
I was going to say, if you like it, you can send the recording to your friends too.
That is exactly what I would say too. If you're excited about what you've just heard about, dial in on that YouTube at This Is It Team and text and call your friends and say, this is what we did with a few of them. Hey, we've got our hands on something amazing. We don't fully understand it yet, but we want you to come with us. We want you to do this. And that's exactly what you want to do.
That's what they're
and
for.
have them jump on that Zoom with you.
That's what they're for.
That's what they're for.
They're for to bring your friends, not to listen to the same
That's right.
thing
That's right.
many times over.
So don't forget to get your enrollment form filled out to the person who invited you tonight. You're going to be so excited that you did. We cannot wait to meet you in person. I won't have this silly Band-Aid on my face then. We love you all. Thank you so much for being with us.